Hey guys, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Prosperity, abundance, peace, love, infinity, tranquility. I love y'all. What's happening? Peace, blessings to you and your family. Love, hope, no more letdown. Your higher self. You and your higher self. Step into your higher self. No ego here. None. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. If you didn't watch my last video, I just wanted to jump into this higher aspiration with you guys and have another talk because I haven't done a video in quite some time. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I got my IRA on right now, and then I got Love Infinity Sun. Hmm. Oh, I just have a bruise on my face. I actually got into an accident, you guys, but luckily I'm okay, and I'm here to give you this spiritual higher perspective right now in teaching. So let's jump into it. Right now, we're in a day and age where a bunch of people, like I said, are on this drug called Molly, and it's destroying our community, and we're not living up to a higher self and higher expectation that God has for us. So right now, you can see a lot of people living in their higher selves. Men living this way, that way, women living this way, that way, like competing, not necessarily competing with the guys, but everyone's switching up this role. And this is where we understand we live amongst disease, and all types of things and so many evil things on this planet. And we gotta understand at this point in the mission in life that we are and what could be very much depicted as a sense of hell because once upon a time the Anunnaki, Native Americans, aka Indigo, aka Almatech, in their time frames, they were visited by this excuse me guys, entity. And this entity had them praying all types of things. And this is where we get into the war between the Philly giants and the Native Americans that took place in North America. Right. So let's talk about it. To this day, and even through the Great Flood, it's that the Nephilian giants' DNA and their offspring are still here. So at any point in time, a portal can open up inside of a mountain or anything on this earth, and those giants can be released again. This happened in Native American history. And what you need to understand, Native Americans were just another form of melanated person. I'm Seminole Native American and black, aka African descent. But at the end of the day, I'm still melanated on both sides of the spectrum. You understand? So what we need to do is highly elevate ourselves, our mind and our thinking power and our brain power to be more cognitive to the information that we are trying to receive from the universe, our ancestors, and the information that's being brought forth to us so we can spiritually elevate and live in prosperity and abundance through the wisdom that was left to us and is being brought forth by everyone that is very into truth in the history of this planet. You cannot get through history and make up your own society and pretend like history never happened. So, therefore, we're going to keep moving along and understand the basis and correctness and what standpoint we're in and how to basically correctly get out of that mindset and back on path. So right now we got a bunch of people that are basically living in a egotistical frame, and we're doing a whole bunch of evil works just to live a month where we are trying to please everyone, trying to overly please everyone, overly please ourselves, overly please the pocket because we're being forced to think in this matter where money needs more than love, and love is nothing but something that is just a feeling of ooh and ah, and that if you have no money or you have no ooh ah for me, then there's nothing you can do for me. And at the end of the day, nothing wrong with sex. Sex isn't evil, but it's a mental thing and demonic situations and mental capacity that people are walking around with. They're spiritually dead and walking around and acting as if there are no consequences to the things that we do in the nature that we do them. But there is. And at the end of the day, we need to be spiritually higher within ourselves so we're not left at a slow, unresponsive, place where we're basically barely floating towards this gravitational pull that our ancestors put here, and that's our birthright to even be involved with in the first damn place. We're looking ourselves out and tuning ourselves off our own fucking frequency. So what we need to do is jump back and get the reins and get our mental fucking statness up, and women be women and a man be a man, and understand to be a man doesn't mean a woman kisses your ass and cleans your drawers. She's your equal, she's your queen, and she is someone who you look up to and admire and want to protect. not the one who tells you to kiss her ass, because a queen has to act like a queen in the first place to want to be treated like a queen and not some hoodlum. And a man has to respect her, so she'll want to respect herself. And she has to respect that man and teach him how to grow in order for him to love and respect himself and teach him how to love himself so he can love you too. But you have to love yourself. That's why the woman wisdom lies, we're more intellectual than you are and blessed with that because we can more so deal with it depending upon the different emotions we have as a woman and our fucking biological, you know, makeup makes us built for that. Men, you're not so much built for that. You're more built for the more aggressional type of things and physical mass work and the warrior type body. So that's what it is. Black women, we were warriors ourselves too. I mean, check out our anatomy. Well, we're definitely built for many physical things, whether you're in shape or out of shape, which is best to be in as much shape and good shape as possible, which is why I'm out here running, trying to get it back together. You see my face slimmed up a little bit since my last video because I'm dead serious. I'm into trying to work out and I'm trying to do better for myself so I can spiritually be where I was, nothing but elevation, aspiration, and higher moves, higher perspective, higher bossed up statuses from me. Period. We have to elevate and we have to want what's best for our community. So I have to even do that with my videos to give you what's best and tell you what we really need to do as a community because I love my people and I want nothing for goodness for my people. So at the end of the day, I love my black women and I love my black men and I love my people and I want you all to know with oneness, with togetherness, we will always achieve what we need, but it starts with you sitting there watching you yourself first before anyone else. You make spiritually send that message to the Most High. Send that message now. Send the message now and let Him take that message so we can bring forth that change. Message with me now so we can bring forth the people because we need it. We need it. There ain't nothing out there get up out ourselves, and that starts with the spiritual into the physical control. Right now, we're living in a point where evil things, evil words is evil words, and no one's worried about repercussion. But repercussion is in the karma of the life that we live, the letdowns that you receive every day. And even when you're righteous, you get letdowns, but you destroy your day. One bad apple does not destroy your day. You know that. That's the shit that don't matter. That little shit, them little $2, them $3 that you get letdowns, but you destroy your day. One bad apple does not destroy your day. You know that. That's the shit that don't matter. That little shit, them little $2, them $3, that boy, what they said, what they think about your girlfriend, what they think about your boyfriend, all the negative stuff your boyfriend said, your girlfriend said. And don't let them pass a little few insults. You gotta keep your mind right and righteous to keep moving forward to the light of the situation and understand as a light being, your calling to keep moving forward to the light of the situation and understand as a light being, your calling is to hold on, I'm lagging. I'm lagging. Your call is to be greater than the deception of the space and time you were told you're in and vested to nothing none because you ain't nothing anymore. Excuse my French, that's all a lie. You are a great aspect of imagination that is through God's imagination, and you are put here to win this battle. So at the end of it, always keep your mind, your body step forth, and keep your body and physically, spiritually, mentally strong, so you can necessary to achieve your spiritual integrity, God in the face, and understand that you ready, will, and be effort to be, and that you leave the one that you're in now, currently in, has nothing on the belong to. You may not even know what your higher self looks like, part of another being. You might just be one person, or you could be a whole being. You're spiritual. Excuse me, guys. Out of breath. It depends on create for yourself. Optical body that you soul on this earth. If you're not spiritual, if you're not building up your life spiritually, mentally, your next life or the afterlife, then you're not building nothing. If you're an egotistical life, studying as of now, spiritual only, but on Sundays, then you're largely lost. And you need every time you walk, step, speak, or think spiritual congregation and spiritual integrity, or you're not going for your life. You need to know that you're a spiritual being. Think, see, speak has the power of the Most High. And what you need to understand is who you are, and what you can do. That's how you're going to mentally step outside of this mental destruction that we have seen to get ourselves entwined in and can't get ourselves out of. That's how you're going to stay out of the mental destruction of the streets, drugs, poverty, and abuse. That's the only way you're going to get out is when you know you're a spiritual being and you walk in the light that you're destined to walk in the first place, and you put that weight on your shoulders and you carry it like a big boy or a grown woman, and you do what's necessary and what's mature enough for your children, for yourself, and for the people around you in this planet. And you stop being selfish and you use your brain power. You understand where you come from and know your history. You stop walking around ignorant and you grow as a person and as a people. And you stop living like damn fools and monkeys fighting over a banana tree when the damn banana tree ain't the only banana tree out there. It's plenty of different variations to the banana tree, and there's different variations to yourself in the spiritual realm that you don't even understand, that you need to understand. And I'm going to step into it with you so you can understand. So, with that being said, people, I want to thank you so much for looking at this video and understand this will not be my last video. I'm going to come back to you guys with more. And I want you to understand this video was so you can understand how you can elevate and understand the growth and the deception that's placed upon our people setting us back. Understand the growth that we need, understand how you need to get there, understand the meat and strength you need, regardless of whatever bullish facts that they want to Wikipedia, Google for you. There is facts, and the facts outweigh the shit you were taught. Period. So with that being said, family, I want you to grow, elevate, peacefulness, prosperity, tranquility, greatness, infinity, light, love, happiness, greatness, no depression, freedom from suicide, freedom from bullish, freedom from poverty, enlightenment, growth, higher aspirations, higher self. And I want you all to remember until my next video, stay at peace and one with your higher self until your ego self should take a back seat to your spiritual self. Think on your spiritual being after looking at this video and think about the right and wrongs in your life that you have control over and be a better person than the person that you are right now listening to this video. As we all take the step to do this, until next time, enjoy your life. Remember to stay away from all the bullocracy of the egotistical realm and the egotistical bullshit that this hellhole has you living in, because it ain't nothing but a physical representation of hell and the higher self and the heaviness within your pineal gland, within your spirit, within your fucking head. It's your consciousness, and your consciousness telling you to do right while you're here on this egotistical ass realm in the first place before you go to the spiritual realm. So keep yourself away from all the pettiness. There's so many diseases out here in this world. There's so many ridicule. It's so many bullish. If you read in your Bible about the diseases in hell, you will look at the diseases to this day and the wildlife dying and the bullshit going on, the shit they're hiding from you, and you'll understand more than what they're telling you on TV. You'll understand why they got fucking machines that can open portals and your ass don't nobody. You'll understand why there are portals opening above the fucking earth and they're telling you they're holes in the atmosphere. You'll understand the real power of God and what the hell's going on instead of living in the fucking matrix thinking you're comfortable when your ass ain't really comfortable because you worry about these terrorists bumming your ass. You'll think and talk against the motherfuckers who's sitting here trying to fucking play around and think if they gonna bum where you and your kids live at whenever the hell they feel like it. But I'm gonna be quiet. Until the next video, you guys live and breathe on a higher level. Be one with your higher self. Elevate, achieve, and don't let nothing hold you back from what you're trying to achieve, or what you want to. Peace and blessings. Until next time, family, I want you to like this video, share this video if you can. And thank you guys so much for looking up me to at least give me some form, shape, or interest of your time and your faith while you're in this mission. And thank you for letting me reach out and touch you through this length of communication I was given to us from the information and intelligence of the ancestors in the first place. At the end of the day, remember nothing is possible without the Most High, and we need to remember that everything we do speak is only prohibited because He's allowing us. They're allowing us to keep moving, and while we have the time to keep moving, stop living in a nasty mindset of being an ignorant, destructive ass person, and be a positive person. Speak light and speak in higher aspirations because only a devil speaks in lower vibrations. I do not speak in low vibrations. I speak in high aspirations, elevation, light, peace, light bodies. Understand a change is coming and it's going to be on a higher perspective every time. Until next time, people,